we lived. I'm sorry, I'm stumbling over my words. We lived out over in the Pasadena area, which is a lot of refineries and whatnot. Okay, in that area of Texas. So he go work in the refineries. He come in and he kick his boots off at the front door. My auntie always had a big plate, with the big chicken sitting right there in the middle, ready for him. And he come in, kick off his shoes, he kiss on his family, he hug on his wife, and he rub on her booty. Yeah, I said it. Okay. And I watched that, and so he was my hero. He is my hero, and so, but he wasn't my father, and so there was always this kind of yearning, even though he loved me, there was this yearning to have my own, and I always wondered where my own dad was, and I didn't really see. My mother was, came from kind of a rough childhood, and I didn't really get a lot of love. So my Aunt Dorothy, and the way she loved on him and always told him there was love, and it was just this awkward thing that I would see. And so I always wanted it. So long story short, I got to a place in my life. I was 30 years old, and I was 30 years old. I was going through some tough times at that time in my young life, and I needed a male figure. I wanted my own personal male figure. And I broke out the yellow pages. I broke out the white pages, and I began to search for my daddy. And that's how I found my daddy. Was I flipped open it and I began to look, and I began to call everybody with the last name. And by God's grace, I found my sister, and she answered the phone and said, "Hold on, and let me get your number. And I believe you found the right person." And she put us in touch. And then my father came into my life at 30 years old.